All right, popping back in, Party Pundits for another segment of Pop Talk. You know what it is, Professor Nim signing on for Boston Jared.
What up?
And along with Coach Dave and the Casual Ram, we make up the pundits of pugilism. Before we jump into this content, make sure that you like and subscribe. So we want to give a little bit of attention. We don't usually kind of do this, but we did. It was something on our radar, so we want to kind of talk about it. Because when stuff is kind of in the rumor mill and it's not kind of um, boxing news per se, official boxing news, we kind of stray away from this. But we do want to kind of weigh in on the latest development when it comes to uh, Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. I was about to say Bill Haney because that's essentially his Devin Haney's mouthpiece. So when
Yeah.
we last talked, it was the fact that, and this was announced by Bill Haney, that Devin Haney was suing Ryan Garcia and Golden Boy Production for fraud, for battery, for I mean, to me, it kind of equated to be kind of an embarrassing lawsuit. So, of course, what do you go and do? You go back to that same person that you are right now suing, and you say that, hey, we want to fight, we want a fair fight. And Bill Haney has given Ryan Garcia 48 hours to is it with VADA or USADA that he
Well,
needs
no, VADA. No, not
with
definitely
VADA?
not USADA. It was VADA. Yeah, VADA. Gave you talk tough and make ultimatums. It's like the ultimate. That's like
Exactly.
your default response. You backed into a corner. Uh, PR, public image looking bad. Talk tough and make ultimatums, man. And Bill Haney, man, is the yeah, this guy is the he's turning into I don't want to say turning into, but yeah. He gave
No,
Ryan Garcia.
it's becoming a bit of a minstrel show, man. I'll go ahead and kind
Yeah,
of
oh,
say it.
okay, I wasn't gonna go there. I wasn't gonna go there, but he gave Ryan Garcia 48 hours to enroll in Nevada, and like you pointed out in the pre-pro cam, like who the fuck is Bill Haney to be dictating to anyone? As far as I know, Ryan Garcia wasn't sitting there asking for a rematch. Definitely not after he got sued, got hit with a got smacked with a
Exactly.
lawsuit. And so it seems like a cheap PR move
That's what I'm
by
saying.
Bill
It's like,
Haney.
and it's a clown show. Like, I don't know why we're even trying to say, like, just less than 2 weeks ago, you officially announced that you were suing this person. So then you want to come back and to try to save face because they got so much backlash when everybody just kind of thought that this was really just a kind of a soft move, and then you're gonna go and and this is not a genuine offer. All right. When you go and give somebody 48 hours to respond and give them an ultimatum, like, who are you to dictate any terms for somebody?
Like
And then so
right,
like
it's like he's got hostages. He's got a
yeah.
bomb strapped to his chest on a plane, and he's got people on the runway like a hostage taker or something. Like this guy. I'm sorry. Go ahead, finish the thought. But it
No, I
is
mean, no,
so
go ahead. I
ridiculous.
just wanted to kind of continue on from there. I just this is like it's kind of making a mockery of the whole situation. And the thing is that Devin Haney is not doing or saying anything, right? And it's his father
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
is craving the spotlight, that wants to be in the spotlight, and is, want to just kind of this is just the way that to kind of keep his name out there when your son is not fighting and he's not doing it. Apparently, they did say that Ryan, when he did an interview, he said that he was in training for a Devin rematch in there. But this is just kind of, I don't know, like it's hard to kind of make heads or tail of this kind of whole situation. I don't even know if this is kind of genuine, but it also, like, this is why I call it clown shows, because when you give somebody 48 hours to do something, then it gives you an out. right? And then you can kind of, well, I gave them an offer when it's not a, it's a disingenuous offer. And then if you were really serious, like, listen, gangsters, ninjas, whatever you want to call it, they move in silence and everything. If you were really serious about making this fight, everything would be behind the scenes and you would quietly go about your business.
Which could be happening. There could have been an offer that was made behind the scenes or something like that, and then Bill perhaps followed up with this announcement that he made, I believe, via social media. So to be fair and to be objective here, there may have been an offer that was extended via behind closed doors that's not being reported on, that we don't know about.
Well, then
But
it's still like, you don't negotiate over Instagram or whatever that they're using. So
yeah,
even
you're
if they
right.
did, like, that's not how you negotiate terms of a fight. So even if they are doing stuff behind the scenes and stuff like that, then you just did that. Then that was a dumbass move. That's a
Yeah,
dumbass move.
yeah. I think that what the bottom line here is, after whatever happened between them and Matchroom and Eddie Hearn and that Paro fight, because he was supposed to fight Liam Paro, Devin Haney asked for a certain amount. Matchroom, whoever DAZN, offered him less than what they wanted, and Richardson Hitchens ended up with the Paro fight and not Devin Haney. I think they found themselves, I don't want to say in a corner, but I think they found themselves in a position where, wow, our options are limited now, and they have to do something. They have to make a splash. They have to get back to where they were as far as a boxing commodity. And I think they put their heads together. They sat down and talked about it and said, "Hey, look, a Ryan Garcia rematch is the quickest, fastest way to get back to where we were before that fight." Um, so yeah, maybe they've reasoned that they're kind of stuck with Ryan Garcia, you know, in order to make the money that they want to make, and in order to have a significant enough fight, Ryan Garcia is the only guy that's going to allow them to check those boxes. So that they have to fight him now. Is what it seems
Really?
like to me.
I mean, this is
Tank's
this.
not fighting him. I mean,
Well,
they're
I
not
mean,
gonna.
why not? Why not? That's what I was gonna say. Why uh, Tank's not gonna fight him? Tank's not gonna fight.
No, Tank is bringing up 135 pounders. Tank is bringing up 130 pounds. Excuse me. Tank is bringing up guys from 130 pounds. So why would he try to go up and fight Devin or entice Devin to come down to 135? I don't think that Devin Haney is in the car. I don't think that fight was ever going to get made. And it's definitely not going to get made now that
You
Devin
don't think
Haney
that
has lost. No,
that
definitely
fight
not. And
was
there are other
never gonna
guys that
get
are ahead
made?
of him. You said
I
what?
think Tank would slaughter Devin Haney. You
It's,
don't you
it's
don't
not a
think
matter
that?
of that. They're not willing to take that chance. If they're not willing to take a chance against Shakur Stevenson, it's tough for me to see them taking a chance against a guy like Devin Haney. So not to make this a Tank segment. The point is, Devin's options are limited, and I think that again, they view Ryan Garcia at this point as kind of a hack, like a way to bypass and get back
Really?
to where
And
they were right away instead of
I think
working their way back up.
you don't think that's lip service. Listen, if you are serious with fighting the guy, they're, I mean, 'cause they're setting a precedence. All right, I've never seen somebody put out. There is a active lawsuit that's in court right now. You could have
Yeah,
made
yeah,
that
yeah,
money. You could have made that money in the ring. Well, now you have
yeah.
to go to litigations. So you think that they're serious, or they're just trying to save face at this point?
I think it's a little bit of both, Cam. Like we said at the beginning, I think this is a strategic move. It's a PR move. But I also think that there's some real serious consideration to, hey, the Devin Haney as a brand, Devin Haney as a business, uh, they want to fight for a certain amount of dollars per fight, and they're not going to get that coming off of a knockout loss like that. Not a knockout loss,
It's a
but
no contest.
my might as well have been a knockout loss. I understand that it was reversed, the decision got reversed, and blah, blah, blah. But as far as promoters and casual fans are concerned, Devin Haney might as well have been knocked out by Ryan Garcia.
Hmm.
That the way that fight played out and the way it has been uh, talked about in the months since the fight, Devin Haney might as well have been knocked out by Ryan Garcia. And Devin and his team, his pops, they want to get right back. They want to take the elevator back to the top of the mountain. They don't want to have to strap their snow boots on and hike up the mountain. They want the elevator, they want the helicopter, they want the chopper to come pick them up and drop them off at the top of the mountain again. And Ryan Garcia is the mechanism to do that. And look, it's a huge rematch. Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia rematch gets announced. That is bigger than any fight. But the only fight that's bigger than that right now, to me, is Canelo Alvarez, David Benavidez. I don't even think Canelo Crawford has the same type of buildup, has the same type of pay-per-view potential that a Devin Haney Ryan Garcia rematch has at this point. That's just
You don't
that's
think
just my opinion.
a Tyson Fury Anthony Joshua?
No, not anymore. That ship has sailed. I'm sure people will still come out, the British boxing fans are the best boxing fans in the world, and they'll sell a ton of tickets in Wembley and blah blah blah. But that fight doesn't have nearly the same appeal anymore. Not Anthony Joshua with what has he got? 4 losses now?
Yeah, is that four?
Or kind of really like that Daniel Dubois loss that was a bad loss.
It
I
was
think in a
bad.
lot of ways that loss might have been worse than the the Ruiz the Andy Ruiz loss in a lot of ways. So no, definitely Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. That stock that stock has plummeted
Yeah.
to the bottom. Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Canelo Alvarez, David Benavidez. Those are the top 2 fights in the sport to make right now.
I don't know. I mean, I have a hard time thinking that Devin Haney against Ryan Garcia is the top fight in boxing. If Canelo was to fight Crawford right now, I mean, I think that would be the biggest fight. And against if he would fight David Benavidez, I think that that would be a bigger fight. I think it is something to be said. At first, I thought that the biggest fight out there was Anthony Joshua against Tyson Fury, but after Joshua just fucking shot the bed a couple weekends ago, it was just he is I mean psychologically, I'm not sure that he would even be up to that fight. If you saw him walk into the ring, he just looked just kind of he was super pensive, like the moment was getting to him. And I predicted that it would actually get to Daniel Dubois because Anthony Joshua has been here before, but that's neither here or there. But all right, so with that said, we kind of given our opinion on that. I think you've been a little bit more diplomatic in this situation than I am. I'm just kind of this kind of Haney um mania at this point. And it's not even kind of like mania like in a good way. I think that they're um maybe are thinking about just going kind of full heel, like turning full heel, at this point, because they're
Yeah.
not their moves that they're making are not going to endear themselves to the boxing public. But listen, there's a lot of money in being hated. You can ask your boy
That's
Floyd
true,
Mayweather.
man. But it's like you said, Cam, it's if Devin were more vocal, then I think that strategically that would be a more viable course of action. Yeah, we're going to
Hmm.
be the heel. Similar, look at Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson is much more vocal, albeit on social media, right?
Hmm.
But Shakur Stevenson is a much more believable heel than Devin Haney is. He just doesn't. It's really if Bill Haney is not talking, that can't it might as well be silent. Now I'm not on social media. I know Casual One is. I think do you have a Twitter account? Yeah, I don't. I'm not on Twitter and no shit like that. So I don't know how vocal Devin Haney is on Twitter. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But that turning the heel and all that stuff, I don't know that Dev is really a believable heel.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll see.
Agreed, agreed. All right, man. Good segment. I appreciate your um perspective. All right. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Yeah, hit that like button, guys, and subscribe.
Yes, sir.